Hello everyone. In this part of lecture, I am going to discuss about one numerical problem that is very interesting. Whatever I have studied in part first, the fundamental concept was given there. So application of that concept I am going to discuss here. If you have not seen that video, please see that video whose link is given in the description box. So this is a question. This is a material, and its dimension is 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter, and length and breadth. This is 4 centimeter, and inside is 4 centimeter. I cannot show inside. So inside is 4 centimeter, and this is 4 centimeter. And a current I is coming here, which establish a flux. That flux is going from here to here and returning back. So this flux is flowing. This is called mean flux path. This path is also known as mean flux path. This is also known as mean flux path. So now a mean flux path is, so this flux is flowing here, and there is a air gap here, cut is given. So this air gap length is given 2 mm, 2 millimeter length is given. And from here to here, total length is 20 centimeter. And from here to here, its length is 16 centimeter. So now in question, it is given that flux density is given as B. Flux density is given as 1.2 Tesla, means in this core flux density is given, and number of turn N is given as 400 number of turn, and relative permeability of this material is given as 4000. This is iron material. Relative permeability of iron is given as 4000. Now in question, it is asked that find the exciting current. What is the current needed here? Exciting current. Find I, exciting current, so that it will establish a flux, magnetic flux in the core, whose value is given as 1.2 Tesla. Shows given how much current is needed. Exciting current needed to establish a flux density 1.2 Tesla in the air gap. In air gap, how much this current will be needed, so that in air gap, I'm writing here BG, how much current is needed so that we can get a BG in the gap, magnetic flux density 1.2 Tesla. So if we just need to solve this relation, so that there is a two part. One is core and another is air gap. So if we draw an equivalent circuit, we will see that there is a reluctance of the core and there is a reluctance of the air gap. So this is reluctance of gap, air gap, and this is reluctance of core, and this is MMF, and this is the flux phi. This is our magnetic circuit, very simple. So this magnetic circuit is given here, and these two flux are flowing here, the one flux for the core and the same flux is going in the air gap. So these will be connected in series, as in the case of the current. If same current is flowing, we say that they are connected in series. So they are connected in series. So from here we can write phi equal to, flux equal to MMF divided by reluctance of the core and reluctance of the gap. If we know the reluctance of core, reluctance of gap, and here MMF is number of turn multiplied by the current, and flux, if we know flux, we can find out very easily from here what is the value of flux. So flux, we know flux is phi equal to B into A, and B is 1.2 into area of cross section is given as 4 into 4 centimeter square is given. Here we can see centimeter square. So we have to multiply it by 4 to make it meter square. Area here will be meter square. So we have to multiply it by 10 to the power 4. So this is the flux. So our flux is now known and it will be in Weber. So here flux is known. By multiplying this value we will get the flux. So flux is known, and MMF is number of turn multiplied by current. Number of turn is known here. So we can write flux equal to, but we can write here flux equal to number of turn multiplied by current divided by reluctance of the core plus reluctance of the gap. So now our task is to find the, because everything is known here, number of turn is known, current is unknown, which we have to calculate. Reluctance of core is needed and reluctance of air gap is needed. If we find these two value, we can calculate very easily here how much current is needed, so that we can get a magnetic flux density 1.2 Tesla in the air gap, this air gap. So now we have to find the reluctance. So reluctance formula we have already seen in our part 1 of this video. So reluctance is given as, reluctance is 1 by mu L by A. This is given. So this reluctance we have already find out by using in our part 1 of the video already seen. So this we can write reluctance of the core. So it will be 1 by mu is mu naught mu r multiplied by L into divided by A. So here we need just to calculate area of cross section is given. Area of cross section is this much, 4 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 4. Mu naught is known, mu r is known. Only we need to find the length. So how we will find the length of the core? So let us see again the diagram. To find the length of the core, we will come here and see how we will find the length of the core. So here you see very easily we can find the length of the core by using the simple geometry rule. So geometry says, here we say this length from here to here, this length, and minus this air gap length, plus this length, plus this length, plus this length. So this added all length together and subtracting this air gap length, we will get length of the core in which this magnetic flux is flowing. So this length we have to find. So from here to here, how much length is there? This is this distance, how much? Because its area of cross section is 4. It means the from length here to here it is 4. So 2 will be here and 2 will be here. Same way 2 will be here and 2 will be here. So for this length we have to subtract 4 from the 16, so that this is 2, this length is 2, and this length is also 2, and the whole is 16. So we have to subtract 4. So this length will be calculated. Same length will be here. So for this length we have to subtract, whole length is 20. So 20 minus 2 here, minus 2 here. So 4 will be subtracted. So this length will be calculated, this length will be calculated, this length will be calculated, and this length is also calculated, but air gap length we have to subtract also from here. So just I am going to write how much length of the core will be. So length of the core will be equal to 2 times 20 minus 4 plus 16 minus 4 minus 0.2, all are centimeters. So 20 minus 4 and 16 minus 4 multiplied by 2, because 2 arms are there of this length and this length. So it will give us 55.8 centimeters. So length of the core is now known to us. So we can find the reluctance of the core. What will be the reluctance of core? So now reluctance of the core will be equal to 1 by mu naught mu r, length of the core divided by area of cross section. So 1 by mu naught value is fixed, 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into mu r is given 4000. Length of the core is given, calculated 55.8 into 10 to the power minus 2 to make it in meter, and divided by area of cross section is 4 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 4. So after solving this, we will get reluctance of core, which is equal to 0.694 into 10 to the power 5, and its unit is ampere turn per Weber. So this is our unit given here. So now we can also find out reluctance of the reluctance of air gap, which is 1 by mu naught. Again we have to write mu r into L by area of cross section. So 1 by mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into mu r for air is how much? For air it is 1. And length of the gap. What is the length of the gap? It is given as 0.2 centimeter, or we have to convert it 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter, and area of cross section is 4 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 4. So after solving this, we will get reluctance of the gap or air gap, which is equal to 9.95 into 10 to the power 5 ampere turn per Weber. So here we can also see that reluctance of core and reluctance of air gap. You can see here that reluctance of air gap is very, very high as compared to reluctance of the core. So to flow the magnetic flux in air, it is very difficult. So that is why we design a magnetic material having reluctance very small. So now everything is known. So we can use this formula, phi equal to just Ohm's law, mmf divided by reluctance of the core plus reluctance of the gap. So phi is already calculated, B into A. From here we can see phi equal to, from this relation, 1.2 into 4.4 into this value is, if we solve this value, it will be equal to how much? It will be equal to 1.92 milliweber. Milliweber means 10 to the power minus 3 Weber. So this flux is known. So now we can put this value here, 1.92 into 10 to the power minus 3 equal to mmf is number of turn multiplied by the current. Number of turn is 400 multiplied by current is I, divided by reluctance of the core plus reluctance of the air gap. So reluctance of the core already calculated, 0.694 into 10 to the power 5 plus reluctance of the gap just now calculated, 9.95 into 10 to the power 5. So this everything is known here. So solving this value, we will get the value of current I, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 5.11 ampere. So if we give this much of current, 5.11 ampere, we will get 1.2 Tesla flux density in the air gap.